Alright, we in that thing, man.
Look lobster.
Man. FinLit Fist That Podcast, man. And we back with another video. I'm Darius.
Man, it's the hustler of the year in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Big
sir.
Weez.
Elijah, aka Walks Like a River.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stick
Man.
to it.
We in
Yeah.
there.
I stick with it.
Yeah, shit, we back for another
Man,
week, man.
get it in, sir.
No shit to talk
Live.
about, no
Live.
shit to, you feel me, to get into. Who want to kick it off, man? Who want to start this week off, man? What's on y'all minds this week? What's going on? What's happening?
I'm good, man. I've been chilling.
Chilling.
I can't. I ain't topic heavy. You feel me? Today it's been pretty silent, but
Man, let me kick it off. Then I want to talk about off the rip, get it out the way. I want to talk about Dave Chappelle, man. I want that niggas is under attack. Comedians is under attack.
Didn't you have a big ass knife on him?
the knife and
Let's say the situation first. So Dave Chappelle was doing a show, the Hollywood Bowl. You feel me? Netflix is a joke show. Performing his set as he do. You feel me? And some guy, you feel me? I guess just decided to jump on the stage out the front row. Somehow with no type of barrier between this nigga and Dave Chappelle. Like, no, it's not a person. Nigga, not a cone. Nigga, nothing. Like, he jumped out his seat.
Nothing.
right.
Nothing. Put his shoulder, lowered his shoulder into Dave Chappelle, bro. Tackle Dave Chappelle.
Spear Goldberg.
Speared him. And then proceeded to get lumped up.
Oh, definitely.
Put some respect on Dave. He had some guys with him. Lumped him up.
Yeah.
But just the fact that he was able to get on stage and really tackle Dave Chappelle. I don't think niggas realize how big Dave Chappelle is, though. Like, that nigga went to Africa and then came back. Yo,
Facts.
Yeah.
You don't just run down on Dave Chappelle. Like, he not going. Like, he did fall. He did get tackled.
I'm about to
but
say
that
he
shit
did
was slow
drop him,
motion.
though,
It was slow
like-
motion. Like, Dave was like under control.
Yeah, he was
It wasn't
resisting.
like,
It was a comfortable fall. Yeah, he didn't get dipped.
popped.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
he took him down.
He came down with him, you feel me? But he got them guys, and I just don't understand how there was no security in the venue. Like, ain't it always like at least at concerts, it's like
People standing
security
right in front of the stage.
right in between the people and the performer. But I guess at a comedy show, you don't really
I ain't
expect.
never seen
It's
that.
not so rowdy at a comedy show. You wouldn't even think so. But after the Will Smith situation, and then now it's been okay. And then after this too, now for sure, comedians gotta be on point now. Like, nigga, it's up. If you want to be up there saying whatever you want to say, it's just the world we come to now. Like, you gotta be prepared for niggas to come at you.
Do you think that gives them more respect though? Like the fact that
Who, the comedian?
yeah, that they're pretty much risking their lives going on stage saying whatever the fuck they want to
I
say.
ain't gonna say they risking their life. That's still a stretch to me. I ain't gonna say that, but
I mean,
it take balls for sure to stand there in people's face and like insult them, I guess, or if that's what you want to call it, joke on them. But
What did he get up and tackle him for a particular joke, or
Who knows?
was he talking about a particular thing at the time?
who knows?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
He just seemed. It turned out after the fact it came out, he's 23 years old. He's a SoundCloud rapper, and I think he had a song about or a title with Dave Chappelle or something. But I don't know if he had like any personal vendettas with the man. Like, I don't know if it was just like
that's
a
what I'm
clout.
saying. It was.
He could have just been on some clout shit. Like,
Was he on the SoundCloud rappers? Like, was he talking bad about them? Like,
I'm going at the SoundCloud rappers. I don't know.
I just think yeah, like you said, that's some cloud shit. Like,
a lot of people are saying in the stage too.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They lump, nah,
Yeah.
you know, nah.
I mean,
Did y'all see the picture of this man
Yeah, he got
after they did what they did to
Low
him?
key though, I don't know that I believe it was staged. I will go as far as to say it makes sense though.
Everything
reason
could be
being-
staged.
The reason being is because that picture of his arm, I had no clue. When I first saw the picture, I thought like he was just rushing out. It was a video of him being put onto the gurney, and then there's a screenshot of his arm. The first time I saw the picture, I didn't look at the arm. I see his face. You can see his nose cut. He got scratches right here. You see, he got stomped out, punched out. Like, it don't look like they really punched him in the face too many times. They probably got him to the ground and just stomped him out. No. I'm saying it don't look like too many face shots. It looked like a couple face shots and he fell and they just stomped him out after that. His face he didn't have black eyes. He didn't have busted lips. He had a cut nose.
No, you crazy as hell. You ain't
Pull
seen
up the
that
picture. He didn't have no black eyes. He didn't have no busted lips. He had a few cuts.
You crazy.
And his arm was dislocated. But in regards to the dislocated arm, people do be pulling their arm out of socket. Like people that like remember weird kids used to do that weird stuff with their arms.
It low key weird kids, they just double jointed.
But the weird kids was the ones doing that. Jordan Knight was the one doing that. Was it us or was it kids like Jordan Knight doing stuff like that? Keep it real. Yes or no? So I understand, yeah, you could be a cool kid and still be double jointed, but who was the ones testing that out? Was it us or was it the weird kid? You know what I'm talking about, so you agree with what you keep real. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We wasn't sitting here bending our arm. Am I lying? Keep it real. Who was figuring out that they could do that? The weird kids. That's what I'm saying. Or let me not say weird kids. We just weren't the ones trying to do that. I'll go that far.
Bro, we got fucked up, dog.
A couple of
that eye, I didn't see that. That looked crazy.
Nah, they fucked bro up. Don't touch that shit.
Yeah.
Don't touch Dave Chappelle. Let me show the camera.
Yeah.
He gonna sue us. Look, he gonna sue us.
Nigga looking crazy. Talk about a couple of scratches.
Yeah, I guess, the picture I saw didn't look that clear.
Nah,
his eye looked that clear.
Hold of him.
Greasy.
But so I guess after the attack, I saw on the video, Dave Chappelle got back up there making jokes and shit, which was dope. You feel me? Talking about Jamie Foxx that ran on stage with a cowboy. He said, whenever you in trouble, Jamie Foxx will show up in a sheriff's hat. He said it. Oh, that shit was funny as hell, man. Chris Rock got up there and said
he was cracking jokes about Will Smith. I seen that.
Dave Chappelle went back there and started stomping on the nigga though. Dave Chappelle on video went back there and gave him stomped on him a couple times and then came back. Dave Chappelle came back and like, yeah, I stomped that nigga out. He said that shit on the back. Went up his
I just stomped the nigga out. Like, he said that.
Nah, they fucked buddy up. They said, I heard, man, I don't even know if I want to say niggas' names and shit, but I heard there was some people back there though. You feel me?
We can say who it ain't like the cops is gonna listen to us as we're incriminating this man. It's all over social media. I'm sure the cops know who was involved in this.
Yeah.
They said Busta Rhymes was packing shit out back there. Salute. They said he was going. He the reason. That picture he just showed, that was Busta's work.
Also, talk about Busta Rhymes.
Size 13.
On top of that, they said one of Dave's security guards that was back there fucking him up was the dust nigga, the urban survival training nigga.
Oh, he was back there again.
That's why that nigga
you get his arm, you get his leg. I'm gonna go on body shots.
They say he had the urban survival nigga.
Yeah, that nigga tied up in 4 ways. Beating him. Everybody got a wheel.
Right, they was hoping get you a wig.
Right. Somebody got his arms like all chest shots.
Fuck your bitch ass. So did he tackle him trying to run backstage?
Run backstage like that. That's not what the game.
He ran into the trap.
He
ran into the trap.
They was about to chase him. He was like, "Oh, this nigga, he going to the he going straight to the booby trap."
Yeah. Come here. Play it right into his hands.
Nigga back there with the earpiece and the glove. With intelligent options to protect Dave Chappelle. Nigga, he was back there fucking shit up.
How y'all feel that he's suing though?
Who is?
The dude that got beat up. That plays into why people thought it was fake. They thought it was just like an attention-seeking type thing.
He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win. That's so stupid.
They said his injuries was excessive.
He lucky he ain't getting no felonies over this shit. I said he got tried like a misdemeanor or something.
But stuff like that also feeds into why people feel like it's fake. Again, like I don't believe it's fake, but stuff like that, it's like, damn, this nigga pressed Dave Chappelle with a gun and a knife and is getting away literally scot-free. Nothing is happening. He has zero criminal liability in this. Nothing at all.
Anybody should be getting
That's
sued.
crazy.
Dave Chappelle should be suing the venue for allowing him to get away with that shit.
That's true.
That shit was a plastic gun. He had a plastic gun with a real life World War One nigga knife attachment on the plastic Glock, nigga. Like nigga had a knife attachment on his shit, like a bayonet or something.
Extendo, right?
You feel me? The knife extender on the Glock, on the plastic Glock. That shit could have been bad. That shit could have been bad. He deserved to get fucked up. You can't take no chances. You cannot take no chances, bro. What if it was a real gun?
Facts. Like when no jump Adam, that crazy fan pulled up on him.
Clowns.
He had security. Like your security watched that happen.
Clowns, a bunch of clowns. That's why he hired all the Crips.
Could have got smoked. Yeah, and they ain't thought about pulling up to no jumper no more.
Nah, for sure.
Kiki put something down.
Nah, but yeah, that shit was crazy, man. We gotta stop this, man. That shit not cool. We running up on people like, why are you going to the show? You feel me? Like if you got beef or you don't want to hear jokes about something, like why are you even going to a comedy show? Like you do not pull up to a comedy show where everybody is there to laugh, to get on some sensitive shit and start attacking the comedian. Like that's so lame, bro. That shit whack as hell. You cannot do that.
Trying to make a name for himself.
It's like going to a basketball game and getting mad that a nigga dunked. You feel me? Right. Like now you storming the court because somebody dunked the ball or somebody shot a three. Now you tripping. Now you ready to tackle somebody.
Booker just gets tackled.
That's crazy though.
It's out of hand. Because what's next? You feel me? What's happening with comedians? It really could happen at a basketball game. People already running on the Timberwolves games. You feel me? Protesting. Like they could easily touch one of these players.
Any live event.
Any live event, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that's serious. For real, that's real serious.
Oh yeah, we got to put.
It's becoming a bigger and bigger issue too.
I'm glad he got messed up like that because that was the example that needs to get set. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I hope they throw his lawsuit away because we don't want to set no precedent where niggas think they can run onto a stage where an event is happening and do anything. Like you deserve to get put there. You don't have the grounds to sue anybody. So we definitely can't let that rock. You don't know what avalanche that's gonna cause with people trying to sue somebody. Basketball game, there's 10 millionaires on the court at any given moment. All I gotta do is run on the court and do something stupid and I can sue them.
That's facts. That's true. That's a real slippery slope.
Yeah, you can't do that, bro. But yeah, man. What else y'all wanna get into though, man?
I mean, we were already talking about it. We could touch the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, so
Yeah, go talk about what's going on. Break it down. What's happening?
who knows the most about it? Because I barely know anything about it.
I've just been seeing like all the drama pretty much going on, like people just posting the drama. It's a lot of drama.
Yeah.
A toxic relationship for sure.
I think that's, I'm not gonna say it's.
So what is going on actually though? Like, is there a lawsuit going on or a divorce or what's going on?
Yeah,
Like, why
I'm
is
not
he
sure
in
if
the
it's
news?
a lawsuit or a divorce. I don't know what's going on.
Or
terms
did
of,
somebody
like,
get
the origin of
arrested
the
or
court
something? Like, how
case.
did this become like news in the first place? Like, is court proceedings,
Yeah,
was it arrest or is court proceedings?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if they root from a divorce or if they root from another lawsuit.
Right.
I don't know somebody suing. Oh yeah, I don't know what. Just the crazy, like he said, just all the crazy drama that keep coming out. That's all people.
So is the girl also like famous? Is she an actress?
Yeah, she a famous, super famous actress. Have you ever seen Aquaman?
No.
But do you know what Aquaman is?
No.
Aquaman is a DC universe superhero. So they got a lot of movies. His name is Jason Momoa, the dude with the.
Okay.
He got
I heard that name before. I don't know.
She is the love interest in the Aquaman movies. So if you, I'm not into it, but I know of Aquaman. But if people who were heavily into that would definitely know who she was. Her name would definitely ring bells.
Okay, so this is.
That I know. She might be in other stuff.
It says it was a defamation trial against Johnny Depp.
She's suing him.
Yes.
For
Well, it says. It
Did he counter
says
sue?
So they're suing each other. Yeah, they're counter suing. Yeah. Because she wrote an article in 2018 that claimed that she was a victim of racism.
Fact. That's what I was looking at. Remember, I said that for she bashed his name for years. He got blackballed for years behind this.
She was doing shit just as bad.
Yeah, the whole time though. But you wrote an article. Remember, I was saying like you gonna broadcast to the world that he doing something to you. Whole time though, You doing the same thing to him.
We keeping it real though. We have a real conversation because we all know that shit don't matter. If we having a real conversation,
What you mean?
that is going both ways. Niggas don't care that she whatever she doing to him.
True, they should care.
If we
and that's the hypocrisy of the world.
That's
Facts.
That's how the world.
I agree.
That's
Facts.
how the world.
Talk about that.
Right now.
Facts.
I mean, we gotta see how the case play out because the jury could say, "Hey, y'all."
What's the sentiment in the court of public opinion right now? You said he already been canceled, so niggas already decided that he in the wrong, right?
Yeah, only recently, her just due has only recently come to light.
She getting grilled.
A lot of what's been going,
her.
a lot of what's been going viral is her. That's what got the story. That's what made this a story.
Okay.
It wasn't a story because it used to look like Johnny Depp did something to her. The only reason this is recently resurfacing for the last couple of weeks to a month, where every other day is something crazy, is because now we hearing he got secret recording, he got video recording, he got voicemails, text messages.
Right.
His security guard was the one who confirmed the shit in the bed story. The security guard was like, she told me she was trying to play a joke on this nigga, and he came home, it wasn't a joke, and it went up from there. So when Johnny Depp started telling his side of the story, they made him look like he was a drug addict and he was an alcoholic, and that's why he was beating his wife. He like, nigga, we did drugs together, we did alcohol together, we beat each other ass. It's not right, but it's way different of a story when you wrote a letter. I didn't know it was a letter, but you wrote a letter essentially to the internet, because where else would you have written it? It's not you wrote a letter to somebody. Right. You wrote that letter essentially broadcasting to the internet something bad was happening to you, and you just left it there for public perception to chew it up for. You said that was in 2018? I thought it was recent than that. I didn't know. That's 4 years. I was like 2020 type stuff. I didn't know it was 4 years, but that's crazy.
So is the Aquaman, that's a new movie or that been out?
Oh, it's been out for years. They got like a couple of movies though. Aquaman got 1 or 2 movies. He also he in the what's DC's movie? Justice League. He in that.
She been around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
I'm thinking she got the role after she got him black.
No. She niggas know her.
Yeah,
She been there.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's crazy. Like the damage done to him. It don't even matter if he win this lawsuit. She not getting a
They
bag
not
like
still
that.
together like today, are they?
I don't know, but I highly doubt it. But
They're divorced.
yeah. But I think that's crazy.
I don't
Like
mean they not together, but
yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Even if he was to win that lawsuit, he ain't gonna get no money out of her. You feel me? She don't got it like that. He done been blackballed for years. He easily done missed out on $50 million, $100 million. He ain't finna recoup that out of Amber Heard. So it's like she pretty much won. You feel me? Like you done got away with this. You done victimized this whole story. Cost me literally tens of millions of dollars over the course of multiple years, essentially with no consequence. She did just get a reduced role in the new Aquaman movie though. Again, that's what just happened as all of these recent stories just came out. Only recently did we discover she been beating this nigga up, and they did right. They reduced her role in that movie, but like, if you still getting paid for it, then that don't matter. Marlon Wayans got $100,000 because he was supposed to be Robin in the very first Batman movie with Christian Bale. Marlon Wayans was supposed to be Robin in that movie, and they wrote him out of the movie, and he got $100,000 check for it. So I say that to say that even if Amber Heard's role is being reduced in this movie, if she's still getting paid in full, her initial sign is previously talked about we was gonna pay you $1 million for 90 minutes of screen time, and then they reduced it to 15 minutes. If you still getting that money like it was 90 minutes of screen time, then you ain't got no consequence.
Right.
So you still getting the bag, you in popular movies.
Gotta keep the lawyers paid.
Man, I feel bad for Johnny Depp, man.
Yeah, that's nasty, man. Damn, so that's for Johnny Depp being, man. He ain't canceled. I
Going
didn't
through
even
it.
know. I ain't
Going through it. The toxic relationship. Now they not fucking with me at the job.
They took his credentials, they didn't turn his card in.
I'm tripping with my bitch at home.
Right, give me the cold shoulder at the job. That's crazy. Man, yeah, going through it, man. You never know what people going through, man. Man, that's nasty. Yeah, it's a deeper conversation you could have for sure. But
I think they had Elon Musk testify too.
What?
Because they used to date.
What would y'all do in this situation? Just leave?
Yeah, I'm not being toxic with her. You feel me?
Nah,
Like,
that-
I'm
and-
not-
I don't want to get.
once you
into,
sit in
like,
my
that
bed,
situation.
like there's no like I don't want to
Why is
touch
that
you.
funny?
I don't want to.
Like, that's what I can't get
You
past.
talking about that's a joke.
Like, yeah, like
There's no way he fucked her again after she shit in his bed. There's no way.
I believe there's a way. The only reason is because they were drug addicts together.
Well, they was married.
They were married, and even if they never got married. Being drug addicts together, that unlocks. You get real. There is nothing you niggas won't do together. Like, so I'm not gonna limit it at the shit in the bed. They probably watched those sheets.
Grandfather in that thing, bro.
They probably fucked while those sheets were washing. They probably said, let's get this handled. And in the meantime, I absolutely believe nothing stopped that relationship except the getting fed up with the toxicity.
She was burning, not washing. He burning them sheets.
That's crazy.
That's not going in my wash.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You
Those
gotta
are
clean
big
the washing
throwaways.
machine.
Facts. You gotta wash the
You gotta
washing.
wash. You gotta wash the washer.
That shit on self-wash. Self-clean. That's crazy though. All because of Amber Heard.
And then you gotta wash the towels you use to wash the wash. It's a never-ending cycle.
A never-ending cycle of wash. Because you want to play
You
jokes.
gotta wash your
You
way.
gotta throw that whole house away at this point. Like, damn. She shit in the bed. That's a nasty girl right there. That's a nasty.
I do hate that conversations like these low-key be why men and women can't get on the same page with shit. Because I wanted to have the conversation about the hypocrisy, but it's different when we all men. We gonna probably think the same.
Yeah.
I want to have this conversation with multiple women and go, why is this situation okay?
I got a question. So would you rather the bitch rip up all your clothes with the bleach and run them over with the car?
Hey, you know what happened?
Or would you rather shoot the bed? You'd rather shoot the bed. Which one?
Everybody relax.
You heard what happened to the last security guard? Did he breathe?
Everybody relax.
That bitch.
Nah, she can't do nothing.
You're right.
Yeah, none of that is cool. Like,
Bitches be doing.
oh, facts.
For sure.
That's a fact. But yeah, you're gonna get the same reaction out of all of those. None of those are okay. Like,
But
that's
at the
crazy.
same time, you gotta get it to where they don't get a reaction out of you.
What's the worst thing that a girl ever y'all niggas don't want to talk about that.
What?
What's the worst thing a girl ever did to y'all?
Oh, let's have that.
To y'all.
Let's have that.
If niggas want to share, I don't know. They
The
wanna
worst
share,
thing a
like,
girl has
That's
ever
what
done
that
to me.
Speak on it.
I'll pass on that. the reason being, I have a child. No. It's not her.
I'm just saying.
I have a child, and we are past that.
I already knew who. If you.
Yeah. I was about to say, you would know.
That story was
You
gonna
would
be
know.
about.
There's a multitude of things that would be a movie. It'll be a lifetime movie of shit. I'll pass on that because niggas is adults and in a better place now. But
Yeah, I wasn't gonna share either. I
off
just
camera though,
put that
yeah,
back in
niggas
the
can have this
shoes, I'll tell you
conversation
now.
for sure off
I feel
camera.
like they can't take this. You feel me? Like, whatever you do to me, I'm gonna bounce back.
Yeah.
For sure, like better,
Don't have a child.
greater. Ain't know nothing about the whole movie.
Yeah, we gonna play. I just wanted to put that bait out there and see who was gonna share.
I like that though. I think we might need to come up with something else that'll spark some conversation. If we're gonna pass on that, we can't pass on the next one. Because that was a
that
juicy
would be a
one.
Patreon.
Yeah. In fact, you want to hear these crazy ass stories? Subscribe for $15 a month.
Yeah,
But while we talking about relationships and shit, there's one more thing I gotta address that I seen this week. I gotta address this. Pete Davidson is getting tattoos
Ski.
of Kanye West kids on his neck. That's not out of pocket to nobody else. Like that's
That
cool. That's
is-
cool with everybody else.
Oh,
that's
I
cool.
got a question for y'all too after this.
All right.
But we're gonna finish this.
I feel
That's
like
egregious to me. Like that is beyond. Like y'all not you ain't married to this girl. You not. That's so outrageous to me, though.
I feel like niggas crossed the line multiple times with this, but even with those line crosses, part of me kept wondering, Kanye gotta be playing into all these shenanigans. This gotta be a scheme. This gotta be marketing for an album. But then it got to a point where I'm like, okay, she is humiliating this man now. Like this is why they always say. Now I'm not saying I believe this. I feel like marry who you marry, but our OGs would tell us don't mess with them white girls. You know, like when it's good, it's good, but when it's bad, she gonna humiliate you. Kanye himself literally rapped those lyrics. So the irony that all of this is even playing out for him, like that's crazy because he kind of foresaw all of this with that Gold Digger song. Like she is literally doing everything involving the relationship, the kids, another nigga. He wrapped his fortune to himself, and I feel like okay, that if there was ever a point where the line was drawn, that is too damn far.
That's too far.
The kids on the lap warns Skeet getting pressed. Like my kid on your lap is enough. That was the line, honestly. That was the line. But the tattoo is like, okay, y'all are trying to mock this man.
I think he tattooed specifically like the initials. I want to say.
Yeah, I think it's the initial, all of their initials and Kim's in a row.
I mean, you gotta look at how he looking. He looking at it, but I'm
what's he looking
gonna
at?
speak on
Please
it.
tell me how.
That might be like this.
No.
I'm looking at it like, you feel me? This my family. Like, we
No, the
rocking,
fuck
like,
is not, bro. He been dating the bitch for 2 weeks.
But let me speak on something else. Like a woman like him gonna get passed around. She been getting passed around, so it's like,
So he a dweeb.
I don't know, bro.
He a dweeb. If she been getting passed around, now you getting tattoos of a girl who was historically been passed around.
That's what
She
I'm
has
saying.
the all-time passing record.
I agree with you as well. I agree with you as well.
Yeah, she do.
But speaking from his perspective,
And I think she gonna get passed around again. Not to
he
interrupt
has,
you.
he has a bunch of bullshit tattoos, so it's probably not like that big to him. Like it is meant for some disrespectful shit, but like none of us have tattoos, so we're like, if you tattoo something on you, that has to like mean something. For him, it's probably just him like, hey, I'm fucking your wife with your kids in the house or some shit like that, which is still disrespectful, but he's probably looking at it just like that, like.
And what's it like a joke or
yeah,
just a small
joke.
antagonized?
This is a joke, like leave me alone type shit.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Kanye done got himself into some shit. Like, man, that's the situation you in. Like,
He didn't keep it peeved. She is humiliating this man. She has won. It don't matter what he do or say.
So you
she
blaming
won.
Kanye?
Well, he's
No. I'm not blaming him for nothing. I feel like he should press Ski. I'm defending Kanye. I'm feeling like they disrespected him, crossing the line. I'm not saying he wrong for it.
I think he added to his own humiliation because
I feel like it's already humiliating him even having kids with her. It's already humiliating, like type shit. Like, once it got to that point, like I don't know that shit. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that because he was the first one.
But I understand what you're saying. Yeah,
but now she got passed again. Like
it's a difference from having a promiscuous life when you like a teenager. It's a difference when you a grown ass woman who isn't at the average man's life. You are a pass around and a bust down at the level that we view to be prestigious. So when you are degraded up there, then it ruins it for the rest of us. Because none of us would probably wife Kim. We would probably fuck the shit out of Kim. Facts.
Have a kid with her, no.
I don't think I would wife
kids, no.
Now the nigga that just happens to fall in love with her, hey, that's love. I'm talking about the average nigga that know Kim for who she is, probably wouldn't be, nah. But I fuck for sure.
Ray J got $49 million from fucking the bitch.
But that was before she became this though. Remember, that's what started that. So that's what I'm saying. So it's different for him because at one point,
we're not gonna talk about
when he was with her
out either.
We get into that. But that's what I'm saying in regards to Ray J though. He was a nigga who started that. He wasn't a nigga who received a bust down. He received her as a regular ass girl. He turned her in. Well, he exposed her to something that she didn't turn herself into. The celebrity bust down. I ain't gonna say Ray J turned her into that. He gave her the platform to run wild. Her ass ran the fuck wild. You feel me? So when you become known as that, then the rest of us do kind of we do kind of become cognizant of you. Oh, that's Kim.
Wasn't she engaged before to That's what I'm saying.
She been married. She been married. This her fourth marriage. This about to be her fourth marriage. She was married to a black dude before Kanye. She was married to a black dude.
So a woman, you being a woman, she been married 4 times. You about to marry her? I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying.
That's not even counting the niggas that fuck. That's the niggas that married her. She been married 3-4 times. She done been passed
know, bro.
That's not counting boyfriends.
No, I'm just
Pete Davidson
We
is
are
not all the way
fucking.
there.
It's just that, like, to cuff.
Pete Davidson ain't all the way there though. Pete Davidson is not on.
she got more rings than
marketing.
NFL quarterback.
Nigga, facts.
Most NFL quarterbacks.
She got a Hall of Fame hand. Championship ring on every finger.
Hey, bro.
Almost literally, because you know that all of those rings cost $1 million. She literally has championship ring value on each finger.
The different ball players done got
More than that, if you factor in, she got engagement rings and wedding rings.
This is all. This is 3 marriages. This is all triggering.
But I'm saying, okay, are you about to come be the 5th marriage? That's my question to you.
This
bro.
is not okay.
It is.
Let's.
That's how I see
Y'all
it.
want to talk about it for real?
For real.
Because this type of bitch that been married 5 times,
It
will
ain't
get
it.
you into some shit like this.
Let me stop
And
y'all right
embarrass
here
you,
because
bro.
it's not even about her. It's not. This shit don't got nothing to do with Kim really. She not pulling no strings. Her mama orchestrating all of this shit. Her mama is this damn near on some India shit where she marrying her daughter off to motherfuckers, hooking her up with people. I think that was true back then. Today, nigga.
I think now Kim is a bigger shot caller than she was in 07.
She not calling shots over her mama, bro. Chris,
I didn't say that. I said she's a bigger shot caller than she was in 07. I believe in 2007 when that tape first dropped, Moms was probably calling 99% or 100% of shots. Kim right now has to be calling 40 to 50% of shots. Even if Mama still got 50 to 60% say so, right. Kim is not still with 1% of say so like she had back in the day. Kim is a formidable force in this world.
That's not how life works. It's mom trying to tell mom.
I believe that. I believe she still might be under Mom. I'm saying she didn't boss the fuck up in her own right though.
And that's fine. And that's fine. Yeah, you could be a boss in your own right, but when it comes to this family and what we doing and what we putting on the Kardashian show with my name, Chris running that still to this day.
You gonna go marry some money. You gonna go marry some money? That's what they doing, bro. It's facts.
Oh, that shit crazy, dog. I'm not getting in bed with none of them. You feel me?
It's good marketing. It's good marketing. Like you got an album coming out.
Oh, they ghosts. They just ghosts of marketing for sure.
But that's the only pass though. That's why I was saying like if this shit was all a scheme for niggas, cause he had an album, she got a show. You feel me? Like if that's what this is, and the last year has just been you niggas building up hype, then okay. But if y'all really like humiliating this man, like his relationship with his wife is being publicly humiliated every day. His relationship with his kids is being disrespected.
That's not for show. Like tattooing your body.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm like, if that that's too far. Like y'all, if all of this is a scheme, then that's one thing. But if the other side of this, like y'all niggas is really doing this to this nigga, like Kanye gotta look at this and go, all right, I can't handle this like celebrity Kanye West.
At the same time, it's kind of hard for me to have like empathy for him because that's been the case for like everybody that's been involved with that family, like Reggie Bush, Ray J, all of them have been humiliated.
You take the L in the end.
So it's like you see that pattern and you still decide to go marry her after her, and you think you're gonna be the one who's different, and no, you're not any different.
That's true.
Any single one of them. So it's kind of hard for me to like.
I mean, he is low key a little different because he got the kids.
Well, yeah,
they Kardashian West. You feel me?
The only one who hasn't been humiliated and is like kind of reversing the humiliation is Tristan Thompson, because he keeps cheating on Chloe and she keeps taking him back.
Yeah.
and he's had like multiple
Right,
babies
he
outside
put
of
the
that
points for the
relationship.
City Boys
So
on
he
me.
kind of reversed
He
it.
been putting up
just a little bit.
I would say I think he's on the last half of those victories though, because at this point, Chloe you didn't cheat on Chloe 3-4 times. Chloe said she officially done with him. She over that, and on top of that, it's like, look, Chloe don't need your money, nigga. You on the last half of your career. You damn near out the door. You don't got another $10 million deal waiting on you. So when that new girl with that new baby come rake your ass and take all that money, and then you fuck up with another baby or the other babies that you got. They got like 3 kids with 3 baby mamas. Like, nigga, they gonna want more money at some point, or you gonna need to live. You feel me? So it's like, you might get those little dubs now. You keep winning on social media, but your money gonna dry out before Chloe money dry out. And them 3 baby mamas still gonna be knocking on your door saying, where the money at? And Chloe gonna be looking at your stupid ass, and you gonna lose in that moment. So it's like, niggas gotta, in the short term, he might be taking dub. In the long term, I think Chloe got that dub in the bag because she don't got the strings that he got. Ain't nobody knocking on her door demanding $100K a month. You feel me? He finna get tapped out. Like, baby mamas don't play. And you bragging? He told her that she was gonna accept 72 bands or nothing. She gonna remember that. You are eligible for a new child support hearing every 6 months. So if she, at some point she decides, I'm not satisfied with 72K a month. I want 100K. Well, now she knocking on your door. You said what?
That Black China shit.
Oh, shit. Doing her greasy. She got to do celebrity boxing now for the funds. It's greasy out here. You thought it was cool. You thought it was sweet. Look at you. Hurting.
She got to do celebrity boxing.
Celebrity boxing. She literally did a celebrity boxing promo after she lost that court case. She thought she was gonna get $100 million from the Kardashians.
She didn't need to lay low for a little.
And was probably telling the truth. That's the downside of this. She was, I believe her firmly when she said,
if y'all think Black China was about to outsmart the conglomerate of Chris, Kim, nigga.
But she was telling the truth though. You know, they did probably blackball her ass. No, I'm not saying that. You're right. You're right. That's why I brought it up. You're right. She dropped the ball. It was just like the Colin Kaepernick shit. He was 100% right when he said the league was blackballing his ass. It's about your ability to prove that shit. If she would have been able to have those conversations or really get that shit verified, because all her shit was he say, she say. The lawyer told her this, and Chris called the director and said that. You can't prove none of that shit. That's why the case got through out. That's all he said. That shit took place out of the court. It's hearsay. If it didn't happen right here, right now, and you can't prove it happened when it happened, it don't matter. It's like it didn't happen.
Right.
And her whole case.
It don't, right and wrong don't matter. It's
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just messed up to be right and still lose out on $100 million. She was a nut for even asking for $100 million. But the fact that the $100 million stems from her being just
but
being
at the same
wrong.
time, you know what you're going up against. You feel me? If I'm
Definitely,
deciding to
she knew she was gonna lose that case.
Walmart or something, I know what I'm going up against.
She
If I
knew
decide
she was
to
gonna
sue-
lose that fucking case.
She got they get.
Yeah, she got one with Rob and one with Tiger.
Oh, see, she cool in too.
Yeah.
Should be alright.
So yeah, alright, she a nut. Just be biting the hand that feed him. And that's unfortunate. I don't want to see nobody starving, feel me? Like, but you know what you was doing. You can't be talking crazy. Apparently she tried to stab Rob Kardashian, threatened to kill him. He said, he testified this in court. He testified.
She was just kidding.
Yeah. Like, who?
She was just kidding when she sliced his leg.
And that's where you don't feel bad for him. You feel me? Like, China, look, you know you threatened that nigga with that knife or that gun, whatever it was. You know you did that. And you know you wasn't just kidding. You want to play for the camera, then all right. But when we hand you this verdict of get the fuck out of here, don't be shocked. Like,
yeah. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving.
Kardashian topic.
Yeah. We all got any other well, I guess like cultural shit.
I'm sure I know the answer to this, but do y'all listen to Jack Harlow?
I listened to the album. It was actually good.
fire up.
It was actually good.
I'm like, okay, I was kind of hating on Jack Harlow at the end because I was like, I heard a couple songs, but I didn't really get why he was as big as he is.
Yeah.
But I can see how they're trying to make him like the new Drake.
He funny. I fuck with him.
Definitely hear like,
he funny.
Yeah,
but
he cool nigga.
like the personality mixed with he can actually rap.
Yeah, he nice.
He got bars.
His album was good. His album was like real good
And
fire.
Yeah, every song like the production is good.
He had Pharrell on that album. Hell, Pharrell produced like 3 or 4 albums to take songs off that.
He had some nasty flips on that motherfucker. He flipped like a Fergie song. That shit was hard.
Yep. The something is like the glamorous life. He did that. He flipped that beat. Yep. The song is called First Class.
He killed that.
He flipped that. He got a song called Side Piece. He said, I just did a song for my main bitch, this one for my side piece.
Yeah.
And then just started going. I was like, oh shit, alright nigga, like this how you coming? Alright nigga, like.
Man, he had one more flip on there that was super, super crazy. I wish I remember what it was.
Yeah, Jack Harlow, he didn't impress the nigga. I wouldn't have named 2 Jack Harlow songs before today. I heard that one this morning. I wouldn't have been able to name 2 Jack Harlow. He got one song I know. Brand New Whip, Just Copped It. That's the only song I know.
That shit was hard as fuck.
Yeah, dope as fuck. That's the only song I know. But this album, I'm like, damn, alright. You feel me? Like, alright. I'm checking for the next one just to see what he do. You feel me? I ain't gonna say I'm a fan, but he definitely impressed me wholly. Like, I didn't know what to expect. Bro checked all the boxes of a artist. Like, for sure. I'm like, damn.
You know what scares me about that though? That was how I became a Drake fan. Like the exact same way. Like I heard a couple songs and I'm like, okay, it's catchy, but I don't get why like people like him that much. And then I heard a couple more songs. I'm like, all right, he's really talented.
Yeah.
And then it got to a point where I was like, damn near a stan for Drake.
Right.
Eventually.
Hey, that might even play the part in terms of who he was around. Like Jack Harlow was kind of by himself. He don't got a clique of niggas that would fuck with. Drake had the luxury of being around Lil Wayne, who was the most poppin' nigga. Or if Drake had zero talent at all, he still might have been famous off the strength that this nigga got. Lil Wayne got his arm around this nigga. Drake also had that, whereas Jack Harlow, low-key, it seems like he making a name for himself by himself.
That's low-key.
Like, his music, not his connections, is getting him popping.
That's what it looks like now, because Drake is seen with him everywhere.
Yeah.
Going on trips with him.
But do you think Drake does shit like that because he fuck with niggas, or is it just strategic? I think it's both. I think there's a part of Drake that needs that. Like the LeBron, you getting too old to do this shit by yourself. In 2012, Bron probably could have did some things without another nigga averaging 28 a game. Now, you need a nigga averaging 28 a game on your team. I feel like that about Drake. Drake is at that age where 10 years ago, I could have a whole album with just me and I'ma sell crazy. Now, I gotta make a few calls. Future, I need that feature that I told you I didn't need. Lil baby, nigga, you got spare time. Right. You feel me? Like he's starting to need those features, whereas it was just cool to have them. Nigga damn near relying on them. You need to be buddy with the most popular artist in the world, Lil Baby or Jack Harlow. He at that point where they need that. You still are that guy. But you looking down watching niggas climb that mountain.
He's getting older, and he's like...
Yeah, it just happens. It's with progression. He ain't sucker. That
he's getting older and he's getting richer.
It's that time, nigga.
The stuff he's rapping about isn't really relatable to people of the younger demographic.
Yeah, and that even tie into when we was talking about the young niggas versus the old niggas with hoops.
Yeah.
The young niggas is really taking over this shit, like in terms of rap, because I just said, Drake, you an OG, and all of the niggas that you got to rely on as crutches is the young niggas. Ain't nobody saying, damn, I need to make my album fire, let me go call Lil Wayne for a verse. Nigga, you calling Jack Harlow ass. Nigga might be 22, 23, you feel me? So that shit is reshaping the game for sure. I like that. Like we watching shit change. Because older generations, they felt that way with the niggas that we see. But we was just young. We was 10 or 11 hearing the old heads talk about music changing. Now we kind of seeing it with our generation. We didn't watch Wayne phase out to where... I ain't saying he irrelevant, but you know, like only the diehard Wayne fans is checking for his next tape. It's not like the world in mass is checking, like caring about LL Cool J. All niggas came and gone. Niggas is worried about who done came out the last few years, so that's cool to watch in real time.
I mean, Jack Harlow could put Wayne on his album. Young niggas are still fucking with Wayne. They still.
Yeah. I'm not saying they not. I'm talking about Drake. I'm saying Drake wouldn't feel like his album needed another one of the old heads on it. He feels like his album would only pop if he had the young niggas on it. That's what I'm saying. Wayne is Wayne. It wasn't even about Wayne. It's about who his niggas relying on to make sure their album do as good as possible. I don't think Drake relying on the niggas his age.
But you got the young ones thinking like like, oh, if I get that Wayne verse, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, because they niggas pay homage. Yeah, niggas know to pay homage. Yeah.
Like, I got a Wayne verse.
Like when Corday said he got the Eminem verse, he was like, that was one of the coolest things that had ever happened to him, because nigga, my GOAT acknowledged me.
Right.
Like, damn. And he said, of course it's Eminem, so he said when he heard Eminem verse, he had to go rewrite his shit. He was on Sway. He said, I had to rewrite my shit. It's Eminem. Now his album still flopped, but Corday album definitely shouldn't have flopped. His shit was fire as fuck. But I totally understand that. Like, yeah, the young niggas you gotta pay homage to your OGs. These niggas, that's Wayne.
His shit fly hard. Ain't he independent?
His shit, nah. I think he might be on Atlantic or Universal or something, but he was signed. His shit did flop for sure. We talked about that shit on the pod. But
it's crazy thinking about him now, like seeing the passing of the torch. Like Jack Harlow's kind of becoming the new Drake, and then Corday's kind of becoming the new Cole, and then because I know it can't be Baby King being the new
Kendrick. He sound like him.
Really?
Some of his, not like in terms of his lyrics, his literal voice. When they got that whiny, that's like he got that. I was like, maybe he's like intending to just pay homage to Kendrick by doing shit like that. So I don't listen to Baby King to say he is the next Kendrick or not. The songs I've heard though, he got a talent to him, he got a uniqueness to him, and that's why niggas fuck with Kendrick. So I could see that, but I don't know if I would stamp that as he definitely the next. Corday definitely remind me of Cole. Like that, those are perfect comparisons.
Yeah. Those comparisons are sound wise though. You feel me? Like Corday is nowhere near.
Oh yeah.
The next
Yeah. The real Cole. Yeah.
Or Jack Harlow, the next Drake.
Yeah. You don't see shit like that coming.
Everybody that sounds the most like them, that's probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was a good album. But
Shout out to Jack Harlow.
fact. Nah, facts. See, I was on my R&B shit. You feel me? On R&B shit.
What you listen to?
And K-Lonnie dropped the album last week. A couple albums dropped this week too, though. You feel me?
Future. Oh, we already talked about that last week.
I think so. Me too, man. Yeah. Oh, so I want to talk about sports or what?
I mean, we're still a little bit on media. Do any of y'all watch Ozarks?
I've been trying to get into it though. I ain't had the time.
Yeah, I'm not. I ain't watched enough to say I watched it yet. You feel me? I started it though.
Is this the final season though?
Season finale, yeah.
I see that. I see more and more people talking about it. Like more and more people that I wouldn't think are watching it. So that gives me like, maybe I'll watch it. I just started with Snowfall though, so I probably gonna start the Ozark for some time. But it's some finance shit, so it got me. I mean, when you was talking to me about it, I'm like, all right, that sounds like something I would watch.
Cartel, business shit.
Oh yeah, I like shit like that.
I like how it ended. It got a lot of mixed reviews about how it ended, but I think that's just fans not really getting what they want.
Yeah.
Instead of the actual writers finding a way to end the story. Because that's got to be a hard thing to do as a showrunner. Like you saw with Game of Thrones, how trash that ended. But it's got to be hard. Like if you have a show that's doing so well, everybody in the world is talking about it, but it does have to end at some point and find a way to end it and kind of provide some closure. I can see how that could be hard.
Game of Thrones was 15 million per episode.
Yep. Ain't it like the greatest or the most successful show ever?
It's up until you
what per episode?
That's how much it costs.
Oh, that's how much it costs to make it.
Yeah. And HBO. Netflix, the most expensive TV show was Stranger Things, 30 million per episode.
Yeah.
And The Crown, 13 million per episode. Disney, is that Disney? Or Amazon Prime Video, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of the Power is 58.1 million per episode. Marvel series, 25 million per episode, which is a Disney show. The Mandalorian, 15 million per episode. Yeah. Those are some of the most expensive TV shows to make.
Yeah, I can see why. credits for 10 minutes. Like, there's a reason why Marvel has you wait till after the credits. It's like, yeah, we really got to shout these people out.
Out of all them shows, I've only seen Stranger Things, and that was a dope ass show.
Yeah, that's coming back too, pretty soon.
I never seen Stranger Things.
That shit was fun.
Into like sci-fi, shit like that.
It's a book. Stranger Things.
I think it's based off of a book, but it's a show.
I'm familiar.
It's a Netflix.
Right. Because Stranger Things, that sounds familiar. I've never seen the show, so I know I don't know it from the show. But Stranger Things, I feel like that's the title of a book or some shit similar to that. I wouldn't try it, but because it's like, is it monsters in it or something like that?
Monsters, aliens.
Yeah.
Like,
That's interesting. But niggas fuck with it though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dope.
Yeah. What else y'all want to talk about? I know we were transitioning to sports. Before I cut you off real quick.
Yeah, we play all the shit, some local shit before we can talk about the playoffs and shit, some local shit. WNBA started, you feel me? You know, the Aces got Becky Hammond as a coach now. They won by like a dub, they first game.
Word.
They like 100 and something to like 80 or something.
Yeah, we going
Something,
tomorrow.
Somebody. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Another good game. I'm going on the 17th, I think.
Word. Yeah, we got to go together, man. That game was lit. That playoff game.
Yeah, super good.
Crazy.
Super good. Yeah, we gonna have to make a trip out of that for sure. And also, I seen the Legion Stadium got rid of the vaccine mandate.
Yep. Oh, we knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, we knew it was gonna happen.
My feelings about
Finally, we here.
Facts. Thank you for
Official.
normalcy.
Shout out to everybody who thugged it out. You feel me? All the niggas who thugged it out, you know, held strong.
Facts.
Nigga, we made it. And then last local thing, I seen they trying to do the F1, the Formula One racing out here.
Yep.
That's
Over the
hard.
strip. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
They got the
That's
map
hard.
out.
They- the amount of bread that they spending to do that shit out here is crazy. Dog.
That's because they gonna be in the street.
Yeah.
Like, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy. I wonder how they gonna do that.
Yeah, them
That's
niggas be
gonna be
tearing
crazy.
through the strip and shit, right? Like, that shit gonna be nuts. Like,
They really gotta figure that out. Cause
they gonna block that shit off. Like, if you ever seen, like, the Formula One race and all, they gonna block
Yeah.
all that shit off, and it's gonna be, you know,
it's
gonna be a track.
still just like that's risky.
Why?
Cause there's so much shit there. Like I feel like there niggas. I feel like a accident is likely to not likely to happen. There's an increased chance of an accident
They
happening.
put up walls and barriers
Wrong
and
shit.
shit.
Now I'm not saying in terms of niggas. I'm talking about like the cars themselves. Like, cause them streets is thinner than the actual track, even if minimally. That's gonna matter. All them sharp ass turns. I'm gonna watch that shit though. That's gonna be dope. Like that's gonna be super dope. I wonder how the logistics of that's gonna be. I can't wait to see how they actually pull it
we
off.
not stopping until we literally have every sport in Vegas at some point or another.
Man, and think
The
10
Olympics
years
gonna
ago,
be here.
we
It's
thought that was never gonna happen.
Yeah, man, we got a little bit of everything going on, man.
Finna get us an NBA team in the next 5 years. It's a
And Tillman Fertitta about to build a new property. It's supposed to be one of the most expensive properties in the city.
yeah.
Houston Rockets owner, Las
Yeah.
Vegas native. You feel me? You know the Fertittas. You feel me? If you a Vegas bred, you know the Fertitta family for
Facts.
sure. Heard of them at least.
That's gonna be dope. Vegas up. Like we was already lit, but it's like a whole nother aspect of litness finna get added to us.
Before we talk about the playoffs, man, we were talking about boxing, man. I'm gonna start with you got any thoughts on the fight from last week?
On the fight from last week, it was a good fight. I was wanted to see a knockout. I think not Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson. He would have proved himself more, like if he would have knocked the champion out. But you know, He outboxed him for sure.
He outboxed him.
I think it was good that he obviously outboxed him too.
Yeah.
So he didn't leave it to no debate. Like I watched the highlights, and whenever there is no overwhelming victor, people always feel like the judges robbed them or they stopped them. You know, it was like he won this fight.
Yeah, good one.
Period. So I was glad to at least see that. There's always some conspiracy and some scandal behind boxing. Like, I guess y'all would know more than me, but for me, who not even a heavy boxing fan, I always hear after every fight, somebody got robbed, somebody got cheated, that person should have won. So it was cool to see everybody on the same page, a nigga won. Yeah, I be believing that it's true, but that's what I'm saying. Like, even in a sport where it's true, it's cool to see everybody was on the same page. Like, all right, we know niggas regularly be getting cheated. That nigga won tonight, though. So that was dope. And he a youngin'. It was cool to see everybody just be on the same page. Get that man his praise. He had an issue after the fight. Did y'all see that? With his mom?
Let's get into the drama though.
I don't know what happened. I don't know if security was pressing his mom.
It was a melee at the post-fight press conference. His family got into it with security.
That was crazy.
Stevenson?
Yeah.
Family got into it with security. One of the security guards ended up touching his mom in some way, somehow, but their whole family was going up.
He was
off the stage.
He was doing his post-fight interview with Jay Prince. And they was talking.
That nigga Jay Prince did not move.
He looked right. Yeah, he was stone cold. Shakur face turned right to answer the nigga question, and he hears some commotion. And as he get ready to respond to the question, he turned left. He go,
"Is that my mama?"
And he dropped all his belts and go pew. And it's all okay. It's like whoa, like he was laughing as he answered the question. He was like, "What you think?" Immediately, it was like, damn, he was on go. Immediately, like whole demeanor changed. He just smashed out. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Dropped his belt. You heard it. He
Right.
boom. Where the fuck is my mother? He kept saying that. Where is my mother? Fuck wrong with you niggas? Where's my mother? That's all he said the whole time. All this commotion going on. Where's my mother?
They started trying to separate everyone, like get all his family into like a little side room and separate them, but they wanted all the smoke with the security. Like, they wanted all the smoke, nigga. Like
that was crazy.
Like, yeah, that shit was bad. That shit was bad, man. You hate to see that after he just won some shit.
Yeah, like this one of your career high moments.
Career highlight, you feel me? And it get overshadowed by some bullshit going on after the fight. But I mean, it is a conversation to be had, I guess, about bringing like your whole family. This shit, like I know you want to do the city or whatever. I get that, but you don't need to bring 30 of your cousins.
You gotta buy a ticket.
And you know, like security do be on foul time sometimes, but you know they also probably was like to a degree maybe justified in what they were saying. They was probably trying to provide order, and you know niggas probably like, that's my cousin, then my brothers, like, you feel me? We all coming. Niggas like, look, we don't know who. We like, oh, y'all just bum rushing us. We gotta keep shit organized, so I could kind of see